Okay, Oscar, go ahead and make your introduction, please.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Yes, it is very exciting to be introducing what we expect what we expect is an explosion come September 14th with two great fighters, and I am saying great because you have on one hand Lucas Matthysse, who has a tremendous record, an outstanding knockout ratio. 94% of his wins come by knockout. And on the other hand, you have the champion Danny Garcia, who is undefeated, 26-0 with 16 knockouts, who keeps on proving to every single person day in and day out that he is going to be great. He is going to be taking all comers. So this is a fight that, like I said before, belongs on its own pay-per-view on any given day. This is a fight that the people have been waiting for. This is a fight that when you finish watching, if you do not love boxing already, you will fall in love with the sport, because this is what it's all about. Putting Lucas Matthysse against Danny Garcia in that same squared ring will be a tremendous night for every boxing fan across the globe. So let me introduce to you first. He is rated number 1 at 140 pounds by the Ring magazine, has scored a staggering 94% of his wins by knockout. He does possess the highest KO percentage of any world champion in history, and has won 6 fights in a row by knockout, including his third round KO of Lamont Peterson on May 18. He has a record of 34-2 with 32 knockouts. Él viene de Trelew, Chubut, Argentina. Les presento Lucas the Machine Matthysse. Lucas, unas palabras, Lucas.
Sí, hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes, y acá estamos en el gimnasio de Arano, junto al equipo, por entrenar, por hacer una serie de sparring, y muy bien, muy contento de la pelea.
He said, hi, good afternoon. We're here at the gym, at Mario Arano's gym. We're starting to train, we're sparring, and I'm very happy and pleased to be on this call.
Thank you very much. And now to introduce to you a young man who needs no introduction. He is the unified super lightweight world champion. He first won his world title in 2012 by dropping then decisioning legendary Eric Morales for the WBC 140-pound title. And like I said before, he keeps proving everyone who has doubt in him, he keeps proving them wrong in every fight that he's in. He possesses, yes, great knockout power, but at the same time he does possess the talent of a boxer puncher. He hails out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is the unified super lightweight world champion with a record of 26-0, undefeated with 16 knockouts. Danny Swift Garcia.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to say good afternoon to everybody. Hope you're having a blessed day. And, you know, I'm very motivated for this fight. I've been working hard in the gym. And I'm very excited for September 14th. And, you know, it's going to be another epic showcase by me that night.
Thank you very much, Danny. Now we open it up for questions.
Thank you. If you would like to ask a question or have a comment, please press *1 on your telephone keypad. This will place your question in the order it was received. Once again, if you would like to ask a question, please press *1 on your telephone keypad now. Our first question comes from Carlos Gonzalez with Primera Hora.
Sí, buenas tardes. Esta pregunta es para Lucas Matthysse. Lucas, ¿qué tú entiendes que tú tienes en tu arsenal ofensivo en el boxeo que podrías ganarle a Danny García en septiembre?
Nada, venimos entrenando muy bien y vengo haciendo muy buena pelea. vengo de ganar el mejor de las 140 que es Lamont Peterson y creo que he hecho buenas peleas y va a ser una pelea muy dura, pero me voy a traer el triunfo para Argentina.
The question was, what is to Lucas, what is your plan for this fight? And Lucas' response is, I am training very hard. It's a hard fight, but I'm going to give the fights what the fan fights what they want, and I'm going to bring the win to Argentina.
Una segunda pregunta. ¿Tú respetas a Dani Garcia como atleta y como boxeador o tú entiendes que allá arriba en el ring tienes el poder suficiente como para noquearlo, como has mencionado anteriormente?
No, lo respeto como campeón, como atleta. Después de arriba al ring estamos los dos solos y tenemos que pelear, pero después respeto lo que está haciendo, todo, pero bueno, de arriba estamos los dos solos que tiene que salir un ganador.
The question was, Lucas, do you respect Danny Garcia as an athlete and as a fighter, or are you going to go into the ring and just give it up your all? Lucas' response is, I respect Danny as a fighter. He's a great champion, but I am going to give the fight, and I'm going to fight 100%.
Right, thank you. Gracias.
Our next question is from Satterfield with the ring.
Two questions. One for Lucas. Lucas, can you explain, I know there was a 3-city tour planned, or they wanted to have one, and I understand that you either couldn't make it or didn't want to make it because you were training. Can you characterize why you weren't able to participate in a planned 3-city tour?
Well, hang on. I'm going to interject here. Okay. Kelly. The plan for the tour is that it was rescheduled, and it's taking place the week of August 22nd and 23rd. So it really was just a conflict of timing, but I don't think it really needs to have an answer as to why. It just was a conflict of timing.
Okay.
So they will go on tour. They're going to New York and Philadelphia and Los Angeles Thursday, August 22nd, and Friday, August 23rd. Okay?
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
Another question.
Yes, I will. Lucas, can you talk about what it has been like for you since you've signed with Al Heyman? Do you have this new sense of, that you're going to be able to be in big fights such as this in your future?
Lucas, la pregunta es, ¿me puedes explicar si hay algo diferente desde que firmaste con Al Heyman y si va a haber muchas más peleas más grandes que esta?
Sí, qué sé yo, me dijeron que me iban a dar las mejores peleas y bueno, ahora tengo una muy buena con Pearson, tuve ahora con Garcia y sí, yo quiero buenas peleas, así que bueno, ojalá que sigan dando.
So the question to that then is that the plans are to have bigger and greater fights and to continue fighting and just do great.
Okay, Danny, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Danny, just from some of the stuff that I've read and some of the way your father has reacted, I get the sense that he feels you're not being as respected as a champion as you feel you should be, and he feels you should be, and in fact that maybe you're not being treated as or perceived as the A side. Most notably, he talked about Lucas's presence on the cover of Ring magazine. What are your thoughts? What do you have to say about that, and is that true?
I really don't care what the media thinks or who they think is the best, because in my heart, I know I'm the best, and I hold the titles. And September 14th is going to be another day that works for me, and I'm just going to defend my title and still champion. And the people who don't believe, hey, that's their problem. I know in my heart I'm the best 140-pound fighter in the world, and I'm going to show that September 14th.
Last question for you. That left hook sequence, I asked your dad about it, where Lucas dropped Lamont Peterson with his left hook, and, obviously Peterson landed his, but it didn't have as much of an effect. You are known as a left hooker. If that sequence happens in your fight, Can you kind of address what might happen? Do you think he's seen a left hook like yours?
We'll have to see. I fought big punches. I took big shots before. But Peterson, when he threw that left hook, he was more out of position. That's why he got the end of it. But I'm just gonna be smart. I'm gonna do what I do best, make adjustments in the fight, and get the victory.
Thanks, both of you. Good luck on September 14th.
Our next question comes from Salvador Rodriguez with ESPNDeportes.com.
Okay, my question to Danny Garcia. Danny, do you think that for this match the winner deserves the fight with Mayweather and Canelo's winner? Do you think that are ready for the fight with Mayweather?
It's a big fight, but I gotta worry about my fight. I'm not really worried about the future right now. My future is versus Matthysse, and I'm not looking past him. But that's up to Golden Boy and Al Haim or whatever they want to do. I'm just a fighter, and that's what I do is fight. So whoever they put me against, that's what I do.
Why do you think that the people doesn't believe you after the many fights, many knockouts in favor of you?
I really don't know. Because I feel like I'm before my time. A lot of people still don't understand it because I'm not supposed to be here right now. It wasn't supposed to be my time right now. I made it my time. I took it, and the people still don't understand it. But I'm just going to keep building my legacy and proving myself.
Okay, thank you so much,
Lucas.
I think he's back on. Is he back on, Briselda?
He's back on now, yes.
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay.
Lucas?
My question for Lucas is, he had such an easy time knocking out Lamont Peterson. I wonder, did he anticipate that victory was going to be as easy as at least it looked on the outside of the ring? And does he think that he can do something similar and make that kind of statement against Garcia?
Lucas, la pregunta de Dan Rafael es, se vio muy fácil su knockout contra Lamont Peterson. ¿Piensas que esa va a ser la facilidad contra Danny Garcia?
No, yo sabía que era una pelea muy dura con Pearson, pero la verdad que terminó siendo fácil, pero bueno, no sé, yo sé que Danny García es otro tipo de peleador, y sé que va a ser otra la pelea, así que, pero la última pelea me dio mucha más altura, más confianza, así que bueno, voy a seguir más tranquilo arriba del ring, sabiendo que le gané un buen peleador.
The answer to that, Dan, is that going into the Lamont Peterson fight, it was difficult at the beginning, but then it became easy for him, and that's why I knocked him out. With Danny Garcia, I have to prepare myself, but I believe that I'm going to do my best and just give a great fight.
Does he think, though, that the end result could be the same, an early knockout, because his power at least has looked so good in his recent fights?
Lucas, ¿piensas que la victoria piensas que va a ser fácil noquear a Danny Garcia? ¿Piensas que va a ser lo mismo como hiciste con Lamont Peterson?
No, como te decía, son otras clases de peleas. Yo voy a salir a ganar, a buscar mi triunfo, lo respeto como campeón, pero no, sé que va a ser una pelea difícil para los dos, que bueno, el que aguante y que tenga más resistencia seguramente se va a llevar la victoria, pero me tengo mucha fe y sé que voy a ganar. Estoy muy confiado, voy a ser muy confiado como siempre, me tengo mucha confianza, así que bueno, me voy a traer el triunfo para mi lado.
He says that he respects Danny Garcia as a champion. He is going to give a lot of resistance, but he feels that he is confident enough to give a great fight. It is going to be a difficult fight, but he's not looking for a knockout. To have a great victory and give a great fight.
Okay, and I have just one other question for Lucas. Some of the comments that Danny has made, although he's showing respect for Lucas, doesn't sound like he really thinks a whole lot of his punching power. He has said that he has a built-up record in Argentina where he really didn't fight a lot of top opponents, and then when he came to the United States and fought people like Zab Judah, like Devin Alexander, the way Danny described it was as soon as somebody hit him back, he lost.
and that, you know, the record and the knockout power is maybe a little overrated. How does Lucas respond to that?
Lucas, Danny Garcia ha hecho unos comentarios y te respeta como peleador, pero piensa que tu ponche no tiene tanta fuerza como piensa la otra gente. ¿Qué es tu respuesta sobre eso?
Bueno, ahora el 14 de septiembre se los voy a hacer sentir y bueno, después de la pelea quiero escuchar su opinión.
Perdón, repite eso otra vez, Lucas, no te escuché muy bien.
Que el 14 de septiembre que se saque la duda y bueno, él ahí va a comprobar si pego o no pego fuerte, así que bueno, está en él, ya va a sentir mis golpes y ahí sacará sus conclusiones.
He says that on September 14th, he's going to prove to Danny, that's going to be the proof that when he feels my punches, if they're strong enough or not. And I'll either give him the benefit of the doubt if he is strong.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Gracias, Lucas.
And we'll go back to Salvador Rodriguez with ESPNDeportes.com.
Okay, gracias. Saludos, Lucas. Lucas, te preguntaba hace unos momentos si tú cómo esperabas el ambiente en Las Vegas. Sabemos que es una gran oportunidad, pero quizá no haya muchos argentinos como habrá mexicanos seguramente ese día. ¿Tú esperas que los mexicanos te arropen y puedan cambiar el clima quizá a tu favor, si es que puede ayudar en algo eso?
Sí, creo que los mexicanos van a estar de mi lado, supongo yo. Va a haber algunos argentinos, no muchos, pero creo que los latinos van a estar conmigo.
The question to Lucas was from Salvador is how do you think the ambiance is going to be in Las Vegas? There's going to be a lot more Mexicans than there is Argentinians. Do you believe the Mexicans are going to be behind your back? Lucas' response is yes, I believe the Mexicans will be behind me, although there will be a few Argentinians there to support me and to see a great fight.
Lucas, por último, last question for me. ¿En qué lugar te pone una posible victoria contra Danny Garcia en la historia del boxeo argentino? ¿Cuánto alimenta esto tu legado como boxeador?
Creo que es la mejor pelea mía y bueno, de todo hace mucho tiempo, ¿no? del boxeo argentino, así que ojalá que la victoria me dé un reconocimiento importante.
Gracias.
The question to Lucas was, if there is a victory against Danny Garcia, what element will give you with the Argentinian public and he feels that he would be on top of the world? The Argentinians it would be the best fight of his life.
And our next question comes from Jake Donovan with BoxingScene.com.
Hey, Danny. I know you said that your job is just on your team. Your job is just as the fighter, but the reality was this fight was on the table for a while. How soon after your win over Zev Judah did you realize that you would probably be fighting Lucas Matthysse next?
The fight didn't get to me until it was August, and that was about as I accepted the fight when it came to me. I think it was about 5, 6 weeks ago. 5 weeks, 6 weeks ago. So as soon as the fight was gave to me, I accepted it. But it took some time because of negotiations. It's a big fight. It's not an easy fight to make. And as my fighter, I accepted the fighter. Me and my dad, we accepted the fight. And the negotiations where the fight was going to take place, the money. So it was a lot of things. But the fight got done. I'm happy, and then I'm happy to get the fans again when they want.
I guess what I was trying to get at, before you even accept the fight, do you have an idea of who you want to fight next? I know you're the type, I fight whoever they put in front of me, but obviously I know you want to always fight the best. Did you recognize Matthysse as the best of the lot, and that, you would have to fight him? Not that you would have to fight him, but, fight him to prove that you are the best.
Yeah, no doubt. It was a fight that the fans wanted in the boxing world. He's buzzing off his last few victories, his last few knockout wins. So, the fight was built up. Showtime made it big. The media made it big. So, it was only right that the fight was made.
Mid-pick. Okay, great. That was my last question. Thanks, Danny. Best of luck on September 14th.
This is Leonard. I want to touch on to what Danny just kind of added on. And I think this is kind of important. A lot of times when you have big events like this, and obviously this is a main event on its own, but there was a lot of criticism coming Danny's way, unjustifiable by members of the media and the fans, because obviously, there were those out there who thought that Danny was unafraid to take the fight. But let me go on the record with this. I know firsthand, obviously I have a very close working relationship with my business partner, and everyone knows who that is, and we at least talk 10 times a day. Danny and his dad, I know firsthand, had been very, very adamant that they wanted that fight, to the point where they were bugging Heyman about making the fight, what's taking so long. So I just want to be clear that this is a fight that Danny and his dad wanted from the very beginning. It's just a matter of the things that take time for fights to come together, and it's just not simple little things. Is obviously when you're talking about large amounts of revenue and other particulars that come into play, because let's face it, fighters at this level, there's no such thing as about being scared of one another. When it comes down to, nobody's scared to make money. Danny didn't get to this level. His father's a tremendous trainer. They didn't get to where they're at. Lucas didn't get to where they're at with two fighters being scared of one another. This is a tremendous fight, and this is the fight that the fans have demanded, and both guys want the fight, and it's going to be a great fight come September the 14th. So I just wanted to add on that I know firsthand, that Danny and his dad had demanded this fight, to the point where they were bugging Mr. Heyman about what was taking so long in getting this fight made.
Okay, that was our last question. We're going to take closing statements. I believe Lucas dropped off again, so Danny, if you have anything to say in closing, and then we'll go to Oscar and Leonard and say goodbye. So, Danny, do you have a closing statement?
Okay, I thank the media for taking the time out to ask me questions. And, I'm very excited about September 14th, being a part of this big card, Floyd Mayweather and Canelo. And I'm training really hard. My ambition is like no other for this fight. I'm very motivated, and I can't wait to show my fans and all the new fans who are going to be watching me September 14th what I'm about. And, I'm going to keep the title in Philadelphia. I'm going to do this for all my Latinos around the world. See you then.
Great. Thank you. And Lucas is back on. Lucas, make a closing statement.
Lucas, unas palabras para cerrar la conferencia.
Sí, bueno, muchísimas gracias por llamarme, y bueno, acá estamos entrando duro en Argentina, y bueno, le mando un saludo a todos los que están escuchando, a todos los latinos, a toda la gente que me apoya, y nos estamos viendo el 14 de septiembre.
I just want to thank everyone for their time today. He's training really hard in Argentina, and thank you to everyone and all the participants and the media that listened.